When I first started, I thought I was the only girl that played video games, literally. Now, there's a plethora of us. So we've come a long way, and I'm so happy for that. What's going on stream? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted the whole world to know that I was a girl. Give me that. Let's go. Nobody will ever think that Pretty Loves Pink is a guy when they get whooped. So that was the first thing that I thought of. And it just so happened to be a cute gamer tag, you know, that everybody likes now. So it worked out. This is PL.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Dallas, Texas. The location for the Grizzlies. The high-flying, swag-defying duo of John Morant and Brandon Clark. Ready to make some highlights as they gear up for the action at American Airlines Center. Grizzlies, Mavs. Tip-off right after this. We welcome you to Noche and a Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And making our way toward the finish line, this is a great time to check out the new power rankings. As you look at Memphis, they ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And guys, right now for Dallas, they know what this team is. Some would say they've overachieved, but I feel like they've proven themselves thus far.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant. And it's Bane in at the 2 guard. And for Dallas, we've got Burke. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Ivy in at the shooting guard position. And Greg, as the playoffs loom in the distance, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, how do they ensure that their success continues in the postseason?
Well, listen, the skeptics will remain, and you've got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You have to be resilient and adaptable, and when that adversity hits, that's when your focus has to rise.
Here's Bullock, rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
Well, nowadays, the three-point shot is huge. They were on fire from outside.
That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. Well, they don't have to play safe tonight, but they do have to play smart.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And here's Bullock from the arc. Dallas again missing. Nice game for the Mavericks. They picked up the W against Oklahoma City. Here's Bane. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
With large, soft hands, Jackson can finish above the rim with these.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Drummond in the post, 6 to shoot. Here's Ivy. He can't get that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Dallas foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 6.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
Burke the pass to Ivy. Porzingis kicks to Burke. For the 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Morant. 9 points last game. And again, Memphis no good.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. The shot's good.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Here's Ivy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his
And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Brooks up on top. The 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Ivy dishes to Drummond. Passes to Porzingis. Now here's Bullock, defended by Anderson. Pass to Porzingis. Over Brooks. And it's off the back rim. No good. Memphis leading. Jackson passes to Morant. Here's Brooks. The 9-footer's on the mark. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
These are what I call rhythm shots. When Brooks nails these, it helps get him going.
Here's Ivy. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Burke. A 3-pointer off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now here's Brooks. He had 16 points in the win against Orlando. Pass to Morant. And he drives in and finished off by Morant.
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That was fire.
Ivy kicks to Drummond. To the middle. Here's Bullock. Drummond trying to get himself free. Bullock, good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
I mean, so creative with the ball in his hands. I mean, Morant is adept at creating offense for himself.
Ivy passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Brooks. He's got 5. Now Dylan Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second-round pick that year, I mean, he was taking
At the line for the Grizzlies,
Despite that,
Dylan
he's
Brooks.
carving out a solid
At the
career.
line for 2.
It's a two-way win.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
First free throw is good.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Anderson. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for Morant. So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Burke, defended by Jones. Outside Anthony. The pass to Brown. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Pass to Melton. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Brown. It's stolen. Jackson dishes to Clark. Memphis moving it around. On the basket by Jones.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Burke with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Brown the pass to Anthony. Over Jones. Brown trying to free himself up. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Brown.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Melton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Brown. And there's the drive. And finished off by Brown.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Brooks misses. Mavericks trail by 3. Brown outside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Jackson looking it over. Shoots over Burke. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Oh, great to see Jackson doing damage. An effective offensive player who knows his strengths.
Burke kicks to Brown. Back to Burke. Over Clark. Here's Powell. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Kings checked in for Brooks. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. In third, the Grizzlies.
Well, the energy they're playing with on the defensive end, it's just been tremendous over the past month. I mean, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Jones dishes to Jackson. It's rebounded by Dallas. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. It made things difficult out there.
Here's Melton, following the score by Dallas. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Melton. No good on the triple. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Burke. Back to Brown. Pass to Carmelo. Brown against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 15-footer. The pass to Burke. Brown with it. Passes it to Powell. deep three-point range. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And here's a look at some numbers for Jaren Jackson.
He stepped up his game on the glass big time this month. His numbers are outstanding, but even if the numbers weren't there, his activity in the paint has been incredible. His hard work is paying off, and they want more of the same from that young man.
King outside, trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Good. Jackson's got 6.
That's just incredible control from Jackson. He's someone that has no problem overcoming physical defense like this.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And let's review some numbers for Jaren Jackson. He's averaging about 19 points per, just over 2 blocks and 6 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Now, here's Burke. 8 points his last outing. A kick out to Brown. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Clark finds Jones. Back to Clark. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Shooting for Memphis.
And Brandon Clark, a dangerous finisher. Not only as a dunker, but his floater game is on point as well.
Well, you see why the Sean Marion comparisons are made. I mean, that great touch combined with this vertical leap, you know, they make him a handful inside.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Now here's Anthony. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. And King, here we go. Tries again. Here's Jackson. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Yep, it counts. Jackson's got 8 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Brown. Anthony down low, working on Jones. And it's Brown missing. Memphis leading by 8. Burke covering. They get it back. Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now, here's Burke. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And too long on the shot.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Anthony against Jones. Let's go. The shot misses.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Well, with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got King. Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Jones in the post. He's covered by Brown. And it's blocked by Brown. Powell with it. 9 points last game. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jones with it. Picked up by Brown. Powell, the pass to Brown. Back to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Ivy dishes to Anthony. King outside. Takes it inside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
A different look for Dallas. Drummond's checked in for Moses Brown. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Brown. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Baines checked in for King. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Bullock. On deep. Porzingis kicks to Ivy. And here's Bullock. 9-point game his last outing. Drummond finds Anthony. Just 2 to shoot. And here's Bullock from the arc. As we see all these teams make all these moves to bring in big-time talent, but how important is chemistry between those players once they are sharing the same locker room?
Well, it's funny because chemistry doesn't show up on a stat sheet nor in analytics, but it's so essential. I mean, as a player, you need friends out there on the court. Guys that hold you accountable, support you, and someone that you enjoy the journey with.
Here's Ivy. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clark.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Ivy. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Anderson trying to free himself up. Good on the bucket. Morant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Mavericks. Now the pass to Bullock. It's rebounded by Memphis.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Here's Bane. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. His first shot coming late, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Porzingis. The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And he makes the first. Brooks checked in for Memphis. He's perfect from the line this time. Mavericks trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Ivy kicks to Bullock. He's looking for Drummond and finds him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A nice shot by Anderson.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Passes it to Porzingis. Now Drummond. Here's Ivy. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis leading by 18. Morant passes to Bane. Morant scanning the floor. Pass to Anderson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his
It's on Porzingis.
A wildly unpredictable player. Anderson is skilled at drawing the D in and then making him get overly assertive.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Two shot.
That free throw good from Anderson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Melton's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
I mean, and you start with Anderson. What you see is what you get. A smart, unselfish player who leans into his strengths.
To halt the run, Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 4 points this quarter.
Tremendous adjustment in there. Hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies used to be a half-court, slow-it-down team. When you draft John Morant, it's time to open the floodgates because he is devastating in transition.
The Grizzlies have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. First free throw is good.
And the hang time for Ja Morant is incredible. His favorite player growing up was Russell Westbrook, and he's got the bunnies to hold his own with Russ.
I mean, to me, he's one of the league's most exciting players to watch. And John Morant is box office. Not only that, listen, I think he's a top 5-point guard right now.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
That one is off. Dallas making a switch here. Birch is checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Jackson's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
And don't get in Drummond's way when he's going for a rebound. He said he had to rough up a teammate for stealing his board.
Yeah, Greg, well, I mean, that's his bread and butter. Take a word of advice. Let the big man.
Now, here's Burke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock is at 3. Here's Ivy. That 3 off the mark. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
This is the power Jackson possesses. I mean, the ability to slam it down when given the opportunity.
Here's Ivy. 6 points for him. Drummond finds Porzingis. Here's Burke. Pass to Ivy. Here's Porzingis. Guarded by Morant. A fader. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Good D by Drummond.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Ivy passes to Drummond. Shoots over Melton. Good on the short little jump shot.
So physical. Drummond, it's hard to keep him away from the rim.
Memphis leading by 16. Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Ivy. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Floats it up there for Morant. Up high and stuff the alley-oop.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high-percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Kings checked in for Brandon Clark. Mavericks trail by 18. Burke, the pass to Brown. Back to Burke. Got a piece of it. Now Melton taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Jackson with it, picked up by Brown. King's shot is off. The Mavericks shooting 41% from the field here in the second. From 13, that one wide left.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Morant outside. Jackson passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Now here's Brown. He had 13 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
And that one's good. Burke.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Mavericks trailed by 21. Brown feeling it out a bit. Over Brooks. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night. King's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Burke dishes to Brown. Burke the pass to Brown. And here's Bullock. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Brown. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Jackson. Down low. 1:09 left in the first half of the game. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Grizzlies making a switch here. And timeout call. Jason Kidd has had enough.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
.105 left to play here in the second quarter. Brown outside. Here's Bullock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Outside, Jones. Back to Jackson. Over Brown. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so Powell will bring it up for the Mavericks. And the pass to Burke. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Memphis. To the paint. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Jones, the pass to King. Trying to get something going. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
The Grizzlies have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
One shot.
It's Powell on the wing over Anderson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
Well, they're getting to the line more, and that usually comes down to wanting it more. Because once they had the lead, they kept pushing. They tightened the screws up, and they didn't let go.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Burke. And it's Ivy in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, defense tries to stop Morant's drive, but his nimbleness ensures he still gets to a good shot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what really separates Morant? The intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Drummond passes to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Jackson against Drummond. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Bane. Over Ivy. 4 on the clock. Bane, no good. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Bane. Here's Jackson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Put in a 6'11" frame to use. That's Jackson. I mean, he's a low down low. Good luck stopping him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
One of the areas where he has excelled all season long. How about 87% from the line?
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
The skill set of Jackson, the skill set he has is terrific. A raw big man with the potential to become a force.
That one misses. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Ivy. He's got 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
That's
foul.
on Jaron Jackson.
First team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Two shots.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Now here's Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Ivy. 7 points in the game. Bucket is good.
Having to handle Drummond inside is a tough task, very tough. But he's going to win the physical battle almost every time.
Morant passes to Bane. Gets an open look and hits.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, Drummond leaving the floor so quickly. The chemistry he has with his teammates on these alley-oops is very impressive.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
That's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Anthony's checked in for the Mavericks. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Bane. Inside. Here's Anderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his fifth
Yeah, the
personal
defender
foul.
all over.
Third team
He'll
foul.
take his third and fourth free throw shots of the
Shooting
game
for
right here.
Memphis, Kyle Anderson, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. No good on the second free throw. Dallas shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Burke, the pass to Ivy. To the inside. Here's Drummond. Up and in on the layup. Drummond's got 8 points.
Well, it's easy to see why Drummond is one of the strongest guys in the game. Even when he gets bodied, he still gets these shots to fall.
And stolen by Ivy. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Burke can't get it to go.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Here's Bane. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. They get it again. Left side, Anderson. Over Drummond. And the shot is long. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Burke dishes to Drummond. Burke kicks to Ivy. Now here's Drummond. 8 points for him. And there's the pass to Burke. Misses the 3. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Now here's Morant for 3. And they get it back. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Here's Ivy. He has 7. Puts it up from 12. With 1 on the clock. And Drummond throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
He's a phenomenal rebounder. You almost need 2 players to box out Drummond.
Clark, the pass to Morant. On up there for Clark. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Ivy, defended by Anderson. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
Here's Ivy. He's covered by Clark. They shoot again. Drummond trying to get himself free. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And Anderson kicks to Morant. Pass to Bane. With the shot. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Anthony. Unable to get that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Brooks with it. Now Anthony defending. Anderson outside. He doesn't hit that one. This Mavericks squad struggling. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morant outside. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Burke finds Drummond. Back to Burke. trying to end the drought. Grizzlies with the rebound. Clark's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Morant. And again, Memphis no good. The Mavericks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his second personal foul, second team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
He's off on the first. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Clark, the pass to Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. And he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
The Mavericks have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled, but what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow.
Now, here's Melton. 5 points in the game. A fadeaway, and the shot no good, a bit short.
I like what he was trying to do, shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
Bullock dishes to Anthony. Brown outside. Dallas again missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Outside Jackson. Jones with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. He's covered by Brown. Back to Jones. And the Grizzlies get it back. Clark kicks to Melton. No good on the three. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here's Melton. Jackson misses.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Powell inside. He's against Clark, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
His first personal foul.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
At the line for your Mavericks, Dwight Powell. At the line for 2.
Shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Powell.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And the Mavericks making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. And so Powell nails both of them. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. On the wing, Melton. Shoots over Powell. It's tipped. Brown outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
He takes it in, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
That's on Jaron Jackson. First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Memphis making a change here. Kings checked in. And Brown drops them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 18. .149 left in the third quarter.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Porzingis passes to Little. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Jackson Jr. That's his third personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
For Dallas, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. Plumlee is checked in for Clark. And so he hits both. 1:37 left to play in the third. King outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And taken away by Brown. Pass to Little. Now Bullock. Brown with it. Defended by Jones. Left block shot on the way. And it's Brown getting it to go. Brown's got his second basket.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Melton with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Now here's Bullock. Brown outside. Clock at 6. Back to Bullock. Latray. Brown. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got 6 points.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass for the tip.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Okay, flushing it off the dribble. Man, Jackson Jr. is tenacious.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Little. Here's the pass to Porzingis. The layup off target. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
And the problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson and Jackson inside. DeAnthony Melton out there with Jones. And it's King at the three, the small forward. Mavericks trailed by 14. Brown the pass to Ivy. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Dallas. At the line for two.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get one of two. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. 13-point lead. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Melton's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Now, here's Bullock. Here's Ivy. Back to Anthony. Over Jones. Anthony with the bucket.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters. An elite-level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Now here's Jones. Jackson finds Melton. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Burke, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. The Grizzlies also making a change. Baines checked in. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. 6 on the shot clock from 11 feet away. And another miss by Memphis. Mavericks trail by 11. Down low. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
And bringing the aggression and the energy. 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
This is it to Bain. Jackson with it. Shoots over Brown. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Kicks it to Ivy. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. That one goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Pass to Bain. Back to King. Going inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Kristaps Porzingis. That's his 6th personal foul.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Shoot 2.
And that one misses.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Some changes for Memphis. Dillon Brooks comes in for Cam. And it's John Morant in for Jones. He doesn't get the second one.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Andre Drummond. That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Morant. Burke covering. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, the play is Morant's ball handling talents in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, effective.
Drummond dishes to Ivy. Outside Anthony. Pass to Brown. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Bane. Back to Morant. He kicks it to Brooks. 6 to shoot. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Morant.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Here's Ivy. He's covered by Anderson. Ivy passes to Brown. And the basket is good. Jackson with it. He dishes it to Anderson. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Here's Bane. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Ivy. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Now look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
And that one's good. Morant's got 23 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the rejection by Jackson. Anthony, the pass to Burke. Morant with the steal. And then Morant slams it in.
Okay, look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their face.
Dallas calls timeout. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
Dallas making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
The pass to Bullock. And here is Burke. Ivy passes to Drummond.
That's just the defensive versatility of Jackson. It's fantastic. He's comfortable controlling the perimeter as well as the post.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game. Ja Morant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
Shooting for Memphis, Ja Morant. One shot.
One shot.
That's good from Morant. Mavericks trail by 16. Now Burke. Bullock passes to Drummond. Over Morant. And it's Drummond missing. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Morant. Sweet little floater.
Ja Morant.
Morant's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Inside. Powell inside. Defended by Anderson. Powell, the pass to Ivy.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
For Dallas. Taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And it's Anderson with the ball for Memphis. 17-point game.
Certainly not lacking in creativity. Wow, Jackson has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Ivy passes to Powell. Here's Ivy. The dish to Bullock. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Stolen by Brooks. Out to Morant. Fires from deep. Mavericks with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his 5th personal foul. 4th team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Reggie Bullock. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good. Bullock. Rounds checked in for the Mavericks. And so Bullock nails both of them. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 17-7 run. Morant with it, picked up by Brown. And it's Morant missing. Mavericks trail by 17. Here's Ivy. And good that time. Ivy's got 6 in the quarter. Grizzlies have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Here's Morant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Now here's Morant. Jackson passes to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 18 points now here in the second half. Passes to Brown. Here's Ivy. Kicks it to Burke. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. Pass to Burke. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Pass to Anderson. Now here's Brooks. There's the pass to Morant. And it's blocked by Brown.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Anderson against Powell. Here's Ivy. And it's denied. Morant with it. Dishes it to Brooks. Passes it to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight we'll make it 46.
And not just a win tonight, guys, but a win on the season series as well, as they finish with 3 out of 4 games against this opponent. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was
for Ja Morant.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Now here's Morant, driving inside, and then Morant slams it in.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
As well as they should. I mean, they've really earned this victory with all the hard work they put in.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 15. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Both teams will make substitutions. Brown the pass to McLaughlin. Little with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Little gets the bucket.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Now, here's Melton. Feeds it to Plumlee. Clock at 6. Here's Melton. The Mavericks pull it in. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. He's guarded by Collins. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Number 2.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Melton. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.